Okay, so we're going to stand in a bit of space with our feet just at hip width. You come back, Poppy. Just going to touch your toes 10 times. So we want to keep our legs as straight as we can, warming up the hips, hamstrings, glutes. Take a wider stance here. And we're going down into some squats. Now we're going to be doing these wide leg squats in the workout, like a sumo squat. So your feet are really wide, which should be much wider than hip width, and your knees should be coming out. So our knees are not caving in as we come down. Make sure our knees are really pushing out on the way down and up. We're going to keep our legs wide, hands down to the floor, walk yourself out. I want you to drop your hips to the floor and push your hands through. So hips should be pressing into the floor. You're pressing our hands through the floor to keep our chest up nice and high. Okay, tuck your toes, send your bum up. So your bum goes up in the air. Walk your hands back up. Out. Stand in. And go down. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Stand back up. Hands to the floor. We're going to go again. Walk yourself out. Drop your hips to the floor. And push your hands through. Really waking up the spine and hip flexors here. Okay, take a deep breath in. Send your bum up nice and high. And walk your hands back up. Stand up. Nice big deep squat. Stand one more time. Hands down to the floor. Walk your hands out. Drop your hips to the floor. Look up towards the sky. Push your chest through. You nice deep breaths. Okay, from here we're going to go into a high plank. We're going to bring our right foot towards our right hand into a really deep lunge, really opening the hips up here. So we're going to be doing some like sumo squats. We're going to be doing some courtesy lunges. We really want to be opening up the hips. Okay, back to the plank, left hand to left foot. You're spending a bit of time here moving around in this position, really trying to open the hips up. Okay, from here I want you to come into a tabletop position. So your knees are on the floor, your knees are under your hips, and your hands are under your shoulders. From here, I want you to take your right hand and thread it through your body. So it goes in between your knee and your hand, and then you drop your right shoulder down towards the floor. So you're twisting through the spine. Come back up. Now your left hand's going to go through your body in between your hand and your knee, and you're going to drop that left shoulder down to the floor. Okay, come back up. Okay, stand up. I'm going to demonstrate all the exercises. So there is only 5 exercises today. So our first exercise is a sumo squat. So that is a very wide-legged stance. So where your normal squat stance would be, you're going to want to take a foot or 2 out from that. Toes point out, so knees trap over the toes. Keeping your torso nice and upright. You're going to squat down, hopefully until you're parallel. Your thighs are parallel with the floor. Push through the floor to stand. Make sure we are driving the knees out. And we're going to find a pace that we can sustain for the 40 seconds with them. Next, we're going to go into a plank, knees to chest. So we're going to be in this plank. Don't want a saggy core here. Think about tucking your pelvis and pressing your ribs down to really engage your core. And from here, one leg at a time, it's just going to come up as high as you can, aiming to get your knee towards your chest. Try not to come up and lose the plank. Keep that core solid for the entire plank if you can. Then we're going to be back on our feet for a courtesy lunge, which from a standing position, you're going to take one leg behind and drop that knee to the floor and stand. And we're going to be alternating. So what this does is really opening up your side glutes. So they're going to get, so as they lengthen here, pushing through hip extension, really working the side of the glutes. Rope pulls. You are sat in a V-sit position, okay? So you're sat on your tailbone, you're leaned back, and feet off the floor are optional. From here, I want you to imagine that there's a rope above your head, and you need to pull that rope down. So grabbing the rope, you're going to keep pulling, keep grabbing and pulling that rope down. You're trying to pull. There's going to be ever so from the front, you'll see there's a tiny bit of a twist with the shoulders. Okay, so I'm going to reach across and pull that rope down. Make it aggressive, don't just reach. Really throw your hand up there and pull down. And then your last exercise, no, go and put that back. Your last exercise today is a burpee, but obviously they've got an option there. So if we're doing like a half burpee today. So hands to the floor, jump your feet out, jump your feet in, stand up. That's the one we're going with today. If that's too much, hands to the floor, walk out, walk in, stand up, go again. And try and find a pace that you can sustain. We'll take a minute's rest after the burpee, and we're repeating all 5 exercises 3 times. Is everyone okay with them? Lovely. Right, I'm just going to set my timer up then. So working for 40 seconds, we're resting for 20, 5 rounds, 5 cycles, 3 sets with a minute's rest in between. 40 seconds work, 20 seconds rest for 5 cycles, 3 sets with a minute rest in between. Okay, so we're starting with sumo squats. So get yourself into position. Hannah's ready to go. Rachel's ready to go. 10 seconds then. So make sure we keep that torso nice and upright, chest through, shoulders back. Off we go. So we don't want to completely rush through the reps. We want to aim for really good quality of movement. So we're going as low as we can, making sure our knees are out, chest is pushed through, shoulders are back. Staying nice and upright. Keep your weight in the heels. Try not to let your heels lift off the floor. Keep fighting for that good position. Make sure we're squeezing our bum at the top as well. Really get full hip extension at the top. Nearly done already. Okay, with 20 seconds rest, we're going to be going into a high plank position for those knees to chest. Really focus on keeping your core. So if you have a relaxed core, you really want to focus on tucking the pelvis and pressing the ribs down, and that's going to actively engage your core. Okay, off we go. Nice and slow and controlled, knee to chest. Keep pushing through the floor with your hands. Keep your pelvis tucked under and keep your ribs pressed down towards your hips. Halfway. So don't allow your core to lose tension. We're keeping that core solid. 5 seconds. And we're going for them courtesy lunges next. Okay, so the courtesy lunges, taking that leg behind, dropping as close to the floor, try and get your knee to the floor. 3, And don't rush these, make sure you've got your balance. That back leg can be used as a bit of balance. But you really want to be putting as much weight as you can through that front leg. Because that hip extension really working your glutes. 20 seconds left. Nice. So really take it slow on the way down. Make sure you've got your balance, then drive up. Just 10 seconds to go. Flying through these today. 3. Rope pulls, okay. So we're on the floor. Option to make it harder, have your heels raised. But have your heels on the floor. If you wish, make sure we're leaning back. Leaning back, but pressing the ribs down. Okay, off we go. Pull that rope. Aggression. It's really hard to pull down. It's really stiff, this rope. You really need to grab it and pull. Throw your arms into it. Keep going, keep pulling. Nice. Pick up the speed, but don't lose the power. We're over halfway. Really pull it down. Come on, it's getting harder to pull. We're getting near the end. There's a weight on the end of it that we need to pull over. Come on. Need to get that rope down now. We have 5 seconds to get the rope down. Keep pulling. Guys, we're finishing with the burpees. So you're either going down, stepping out, stepping in and standing, or you're going down, jumping out. No chest to floor today. We're jumping into a plank, jumping up. 5 seconds. 40 seconds will go quick, so push yourself. Off we go then. You take a deep breath at the top and go again. Full extension at the top. And we are halfway through burpees. Poppy, come out of the way, please. Just 10 seconds left. Three, 2, 1. We have a full 60 seconds rest now. Well, that was round 1. I think that went really quick. Is that just me? That went really quick. Awesome. Yeah. So round 1 in the bag. So 45 seconds. And we go back to them sumo squats. Everyone's okay with the movements? You've done them once now?
Would you say? On this side, but another one. Thank you.
Okay, 30 seconds. Right, out the way then, Pots. Okay, we're going in 20. Starting with those sumo squats. Ten seconds. I feel really bad just to move into another room, but she's going to get loud. Okay, off we go. Okay, sumo squats. Nice and wide. I'll keep going the sumo squats properly. Okay, we have 15 seconds left here.
I'm gonna you're not here.
10 seconds. Last few now. 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay. We're going to them plank knees to chest next. Okay, so we're down in a plank. We're going in 5 seconds. And then off we go, knees to chest. Just like last time, keep them hips tucked. Keep your ribs pressed down. Push through the floor with your hands. Fight for that core position. Keep driving that knee up. Drive it with a bit of force. control it back. We have just 10 seconds left here. 3, 2, 1. We're back on our feet. We're going for some courtesy lunges. That's cool. Okay, we're going in 12 seconds. The leg goes back and down. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Take a big step back. Make sure we've got our balance. And just find a pace that we can stick to for 40 seconds. 20 seconds left, halfway. 10 seconds.
We've got 46 or 7.
3, 2, 1. Rope pulls. Poppy, please come out and don't keep going up to that, thank you. Onto the floor. Make sure we're leaning back. Heels on the floor, heels off the floor is optional. 5 seconds, pull that rope down. Ready. Let's go, show it some aggression. Make sure we're twisting. We're twisting from the core. Actively think about twisting your core side to side, not just throwing your shoulders. 5 little movements with this isometric hold, really good for working the core. Keep pulling now, keep pulling. Pull it down, come on, let's go. Nearly there, last few seconds at the end, keep pulling. Burpees to finish round 2. And then we've got just 1 round to go. You can do them here. Right, 5 seconds. Down, out, in, up. Down, out, in, up. Let's go. Down, out, in, up. Down, out, in, up.
No.
Big breath at the top and go again. Just keep moving through these. 15 seconds and we're done. Three, 2, 1, relax. 1 minute break. Take some water on. 1 minute.
Oh, I didn't mute it that round. Cursing.
Okay, we have 30 seconds. Going in 20. Sumo squats to start. Okay, 15 seconds into position. 10. Really wide leg. Toes out, knees out, poppy out. Ready? Let's go. 40 seconds. Nice and easy start. You start off lovely until that burn kicks in. "22 seconds. Over halfway now.
16, 15, 13, 14, 12.
Keep going, last 10 seconds.
9, 8, 7, 6,
5,
4,
3, 2, 1. Plank knees knees to chest. Just 4 exercises to go. 10 seconds and we're off, so we're going to go down into that high plank. Poppy, thank you. I don't need a counter. Come on. Okay, plank. Core on. Knee to chest. Strong, stable core. Pelvis tucked. Ribs pressed down. Drive that knee to the chest. Keep pushing through the floor. Keep that core engaged. Keep driving them feet up. Fight for a stable position. Don't let that core sag. Nearly there now. And we're done. Back onto your feet for the courtesy lunges. Come out the way. 10 seconds. Courtesy lunges. Shoulders roll back, chest push through. We're keeping our torso upright. 3, 2, 1. Drop down, stand up. Nice stretch down the side and push through the floor. Take your time, get that good stability, get the good depth, and then push through that front leg to stand. 10 more seconds, then just 2 more exercises. 3, 2, 1. Onto the floor for rope pulls. Last time here. Again, heels on or off the floor, but make sure we're leaning back. We're not upright. Ready? 2, 1. Let's go. Show it some aggression and twist from the core. Keep pulling that rope down. It's on a loop. We need to get to the end. Keep pulling. Twist from the core and pull it down. Throw the arm up, pull it in. Keep going now, keep going. 10 seconds and we're there. Speed it up. We need to get to the end of that rope. Keep pulling. Keep that lean back. Burpees to finish, guys. Last time. What needs to be your fastest burpees today? Try and get in a rhythm. Down, out, in, up, breathe. Down, out, in, up, breathe. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Last time we're doing burpees, we are 10 seconds in. Halfway now, so keep going. Just 15 seconds left. That's nothing. How many more can you get in? Last 10 seconds, how many can you do? 3, 2, 1. Nice work, we're done. Right, so for our little core finisher, which we will do, we've got 2 exercises. 2 exercises. We do each one for 30 seconds, then rest for 30 seconds. So, the 2 exercises we're going to do, the first one is a bicycle crunch. Hands want to be around, sort of stick them on the temples is easier. Opposite elbow touches the knee. So you've got this slow option, making sure you're crunching with that twist, or you can go fast. Okay, so your knees are coming in and you're meeting them. We need to make sure that that twist is coming from the core and you're not just doing this. Okay, your elbows want to stay sort of, your shoulders want to stay fixed, and it's your core. You're not moving your arms in, so it's not your shoulders. Okay, it's your core. You see the difference there? My shoulders are fixed, and it's my core moving, not my arms coming in. We need to make sure that we're not doing that. Okay, we need to make sure it's coming from the core. Okay, your next movement is very similar to the rope pulls. We are reclined, legs off the legs flat straight onto the floor, and we just lift. So our heels are touching the floor ever so slightly. They're just hovering. They're teetering on the floor. We're leaned back, and we just lift one leg at a time. It's a lot harder than it looks. Really targets the lower abs and your hip flexors. Then we rest. So we have 30 seconds of these, 30 seconds of this, 30 seconds of rest, and we do it for 3 times. Now, I'm not going to lie, by round 2, your hip flexors are going to be screaming. Okay, so options, have your, for these, rest your hands behind you if you need to, and obviously slow down the crunches if you need to. But they will be burning and screaming at you, not gonna lie. So if you get comfortable on the floor, we're starting with the bicycles. We're going in 10 seconds. Oh no, hold on, not right. That's 3 seconds. Okay, 10 seconds. Starting with the bicycle crunches. 3, 2, 1, off we go. 30 seconds. Keep going, guys. 10 seconds. Okay, ladies, I'm gonna have to go. She is throwing up again. Let me stop the recording.